Y'all, I'm looking at Skype. Someone named Tootsie Bitch 97 tried to add me. Should I accept this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not.
Who do you guys think Tootsie Bitch 97 is?
That cat is about to.
Some hot
That cat
lady.
is about to blow it out over there.
Are you talking about Tootsie Bitch or are you talking about
I don't
Desmond?
want John's like looking at the cat. That cat's about to do it. As I turn around, don't look at it.
Desmond's about to take a poopy.
Yeah,
You about to Dumbo?
It's gonna be all stinko in here for a bit.
He gonna lay a Tootsie Bitch?
Welcome to Bracket, the only show where we take a bunch of shit, face it off against another bunch of shit to see what the best shit really is. I'm your host, Cullen Jennings, and joining me today is John Abbott.
Hey, it's John. I don't have any lame jokes this week. I just want to say that I'm glad that everyone's here and is going to listen to our show.
All right. And
He's so
filling
sweet.
in this week for Jesse is Janelle Santa Cruz.
Hey, Simon says this is going to be a good episode.
That was really cute too.
And Emmy-nominated creator of Simon Says, Greg L. Mercer.
Hi, I'm Greg L. Mercer, and Red Rover, send a great episode right
Oh,
over.
Oh,
Boy.
Yeah, oh, fuck you! You guys suck! This is the worst podcast.
And this week we have Trin Garritano coming on, event manager of Cards Against Humanity and one half of the Friendshipping Podcast.
hi everyone! You guys are adorable already. Thank you for having me.
We will quickly dispel that image.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know if people who listen to our show think of us as being adorable.
Mostly, they just think we have bad opinions.
You started right off the show with all these friendships and puns. I don't know. It can only go downhill from here.
You're right, and it does.
True.
So, well, since everybody was all happy talking about Friends, we decided we were going to do the best 16 childhood games to figure out what the best one really is. So, right away in round one in Group A, Duck Duck Goose versus Foursquare. In Group B, Cops and Robbers versus Simon Says. In Group C, Heads Up 7 Up versus Clap Games. In Group D, Red Rover versus Jump Rope. In Group E, Red Light Green Light versus Pillow Fight. In Group F, Marco Polo versus Hide and Go Seek. In Group G, Hopscotch versus Capture the Flag. And in Group H, Tag versus Freeze Tag. So, right away in round one, Group A, Duck Duck Goose versus Foursquare.
Duck Duck Goose
Here's
all the
Six
way.
Step.
I mean, this is the thing. This whole bracket, I have no idea how it's going to go. Foursquare was something we discussed as necessitating, like, certain ground. You need to have squares on the ground.
Well, not necessarily. I
What?
think you need to have an intersection. I think you need at least a cross or something, like an X.
Cullen's
Please do not
playing in the
play
middle of an
Foursquare in the middle of the
intersection.
road.
No, you should play it in the middle of an intersection on a busy road.
Cullen had a
in New
rough
York City.
childhood.
Play it at the crossroads. But you need a ball. I've actually never played Foursquare, so that's why I'm already in the Duck Duck Goose camp. But so you need a ball, and you throw
You need
the
a ball,
ball at
You need a ball. You can only hit it once. You have to be able to. Well, I think no, maybe that's not true. You only hit it once. I think that might have been our drunk version. But you basically have.
Were you getting
to,
drunk as a child?
In the intersection?
That is,
Intersection.
it explains a lot.
Cullen, you
It
poor
does.
boy.
So basically, you just want to bounce the ball in someone's square, and it has to bounce at least. It has to bounce more than once. Is what it basically is. So if you knock someone in like the foot and it rolls off, that's out on them. So that's how you limit. That's how you play Foursquare, pretty much. And we used to get really drunk, and we wanted more of a challenge. So this was when we were like 20 years old. We would go out into the parking lot of this, of like near this house that we lived at, and we would just use the parking spaces as the actual.
God,
So you'd have
that's
to
safe.
run your ass off, spiking it on the ground, and it was awful. And I'm a Foursquare vote.
I am a Duck Duck Goose vote because I'm an indoor kid, and outdoors is where bugs and the sun lives.
the worst.
So
You could play Duck Duck Goose outdoors too.
I mean, you could, but you
Why
don't
would
have
you?
to. It doesn't necessitate being in a yard. So
Yeah.
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 Advantage.
There's pollen out there, man. Come on.
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
handle that.
I think Duck Duck Goose is like your first introduction to a kid at like deception, like
Yeah.
faking people out and like thinking like I'm gonna choose you
Oh,
to be
being
the.
a liar?
Well, no, like making them think that they're gonna be the goose, and then like just be like,
Duck.
Duck.
Like, you mother-
Duck.
Life skills you need to know
That's true.
to get ahead in the workplace.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna go with Duck Duck Goose as well. I think I agree with that. You can play indoors, and that's a huge plus to me. Shut up, Cullen.
Well, Cullen, you were saying that you were talking up how much you liked having to like run with your like extended parking lot size Foursquare.
Yeah.
But Duck Duck Goose is running
around a circle that you were going to trip on other kids and hurt. Yes.
Plus, you gotta touch people's heads.
Yeah,
That's
true.
true.
I don't want,
That's gross.
well, I
Just
mean,
another element of
Anyone's
danger.
head.
with
Especially
Foursquare, you got to
children's
touch
head.
that rubber ball, and your hands are going to smell like gross rubber all day.
Oh, shut up. You think that's worse than touching lice head?
Okay, Cullen's gonna be mad at me, but I'm also a Duck Duck Goose vote.
Well, that locks it in. Cullen, I'll go Foursquare just to appease you.
No, it doesn't even matter. Who cares, you know? Like, Duck Duck Goose knocks out Foursquare 3-2. We got Cops and Robbers versus Simon Says.
Is Cops and Robbers have a strict rule set? Like, is it just...
I think it's pure chaos. I think you divide up into teams, and then the rest of the game is you arguing over who shot who.
So it's the Stanford prison experiments as a child.
Yes.
It's like team tag, kind of.
Kind of. It would be definitely different nowadays, right?
Yeah.
That's upsetting. Simon Says is another deception-focused game where you're trying to basically trick someone and make them feel dumb.
But it requires a lot less running than Cops and Robbers. So
Yeah.
that is why I'm casting my vote for Simon Says.
That's a big plus.
And they made Greg, I think I know what your vote is immediately, because they turned Simon Says into a robot.
That's true. I can hang out with a robot playing Simon Says. I'm sold.
I think I'm a Cops and Robbers vote. Just because I always... So, I'm an only child. I grew up an only child. And I always, like... lived I really wanted the idea of like you could get like your neighborhood together as kids and like play a big game where like, you know, there are like divided teams was always the most exciting thing in the world to me, and I never really got that, and I was just stuck with like, you know, a Simon Says electronic thing that my aunt bought me. So I'm a Cops and Robbers vote.
In this really trashy, white trashy area that I grew up in at one point, we didn't play Cops and Robbers. We played Rock Wars, which was kind of the thing. And
Cullen, I feel so bad for you now.
Cops and Robbers. I don't want to do that again, so I think I'm going to go Simon.
Rock game,
Wars.
Rock Wars, Jesus.
Which was just this big kid named Blake throwing rocks at my head. That seriously was what it turned into.
Man.
And now Blake is a judge on The Voice. So. Janelle, where's your vote?
Well, okay, Cops and Robbers, I think there's a chance that people can be left out of that, and that was always shitty. So I'm going to go with Simon Says, because you're going to make everybody look like an idiot.
Yeah, nobody wins in Simon Says. You
Yeah,
just hold
exactly.
off
Except for
a second.
Simon.
Well, that's, I mean, yeah.
I didn't say Simon!
Yeah, that kid gets beat up. So.
All right, Simon Says knocks out Cops and Robbers 4-1. Heads Up, 7-Up versus the Clap Games.
So the clap games, aren't really games. They're just rhyming patterns that you clap to, right?
But they're fun.
But they're fun because it's a memory thing. You have, you know, it's a skill set. It's an actual skill set because you're doing patterns. It's a pattern test essentially.
Greg,
like
we don't understand because we're boys. We never got the full
it's
experience.
I
Yes.
loved doing Miss Mary Mac.
I was
Like,
so
was
jealous.
that
I would just watch.
Yeah.
I would just watch the girls at the playground and wish I could play clap games with them.
These are the harmful effects of patriarchy.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
totally agree. It's like
It's
having
true.
a super badass secret handshake that only the little girls know. I am so down with the cat clap games.
Oh, man.
Yep.
And then it only evolved because after the clap games came the little like paper folding fortune tellers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was obsessed with those, and every girl who was in my class in elementary school, I would run up to them and like ask them to make me a fortune thing. Like,
Yeah.
I
had at least 2, yeah.
yeah. I mean, Heads Up 7-Up is a game that teachers make you play to like be quiet, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. I do tell my
and I don't
kids
wanna
to
be
play it.
quiet.
Okay, but like as the quiet kid, I was really into Heads Up 7-Up because okay, 1, lights are out. 2, my head is down. I don't have to do anything. Like I was actively trying to not get picked in Heads Up 7-Up, and also it's like totally a random chance thing, right? Like you have to guess who tapped your head. How are you supposed to? There's no strategy involved here.
Quit it.
I kind of do want to go clap game based on that.
I spent years like envying to be a part of clap games, so I have to vote that.
Oh my god, I want to see clap games just take the whole thing.
I
I want to
know,
just
yeah.
sweep.
That's,
It's
yeah,
a mystery.
I'm gonna clap game vote.
So it
Janelle,
sweeps
you wanna-
round one,
Yep.
right?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's it. Yep, round one sweep.
Clap game sweeps out. Heads up, 7-up, 5-0. We got Red Rover versus Jump Rope.
Okay, Red Rover's so good because
Red Rover's really good.
you have a giant wall of kids, and your goal is to run through them as fast as you can.
Yeah, but jump rope is also, I mean, when it's like the big one, when you have two girls
Sure.
swinging it, that's so much fun.
Oh,
It's-
double dutch. Yeah,
Double
double
dutch,
dutch
yeah.
is like an actual skill in a sport at this point.
Yeah.
So I have to go jump rope just on principle because I got knocked unconscious during a game of Red Rover when I was in high school.
At my school, they banned us
Mine
in
too.
elementary school from playing Red Rover because kids were getting hurt.
yeah,
And you're-
I got a
think-
concussion.
Technically, Red Rover, you're supposed to play running downhill.
I don't know-
It was
I don't
the
know.
original rules,
Oh,
so like that's
God.
even more terrifying.
Oh no.
Jump rope, it's totally awesome.
I
in every way.
I can't jump rope.
Yeah, that's the thing is I was not coordinated enough
I've
to
never
do
been
it.
able to. I can't even jump rope in like video games, like that Mario Party minigame where you jump rope. I can't even do that.
I'm a jump rope vote on this. Sorry, Red Rover.
What Red
I'm a
Rover
Red
is
Rover.
supposed to be, you're supposed to run through, like the kids have their hands together, right? You're supposed
Yeah.
to run through the hands.
And they'd say Red Rover, send
Yeah,
the smallest,
send-
weakest kid
yeah.
right over.
Send.
And then wasn't it?
And then they join your, they
Yeah.
join your wall.
Yeah,
So it's a
if they
cult.
can't break through, then they
So
join
Red
the-
Rover's a cult. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's why everyone's wearing robes, has right knives.
I'm gonna be a jump rope vote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Red Rover then. I think Jump Rope already has it locked up.
No, because I'm Red Rover.
But
You are the
Cullen,
Red
Janelle,
Rover.
and Trin are all Jump
yeah,
Rope.
Oh.
we were all jump rope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, jump rope knocks out Red Rover 3-2. We got red light, green light versus pillow fight.
So again, going back to like completely unstructured stuff, Pillow Fight is literally just like, well, these things aren't exactly as light and like non-violent as people think they are, but we're allowed to beat the shit out of each other with them. So
There was this weird dinosaur pillow I had, and I swung it at my cousin. And
Now that's
busted him in the
unfair.
eye.
You can't bring specialized
No, no, no,
pillows
no, no,
into a
no.
pillow fight.
It's fine. He was all he couldn't see for like a day. It's fine. But the eyeball of the dinosaur hit him in the eyeball, and I felt terrible for like a month.
well, that's
but
the
he could
thing
see-
is like,
like-
at some point you end up like you and your friends pillow fight all the time, and then someone finds out that one of the pillows has a zipper, and that's the end of pillow fighting. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Or one person gets like the feather pillow and like gets it real tight and just knocks your ass out with it. Yeah.
Oh God!
Although,
I just whipped everyone's ass at PAX with the pillows recently. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good
Yep.
old time.
But red light, green light, kind of boring.
Red
Yeah.
light, green light, just stop and go, right? It's
Like
just-
I'd rather
Yeah,
like
it's stop and go.
a modern take is the game we did at PAX.
Johann
Johann
Sebastian
Sebastian Joust.
Joust. It's like-
Oh, I freaking love Joust.
Yeah, Joust.
We're obsessed with it.
But red light, green light is like the worst version.
Well, the
of
problem
that.
with red light, green light is that like I was always when you're in like the horde of people who's being told whether you can walk or not. I was always like, we outnumber this person. Like, can't we just like run
Let's
up
just
to
rush
this person?
him.
Yeah.
And when you
Wanna
think about
trying
it,
to
that's,
rise up
that's a
against the
perfect
kid?
analogy for adulthood. Like, why are we obeying these laws? We can do whatever we want.
I guess I'm a pillow fight vote. I kind of feel like pillow fight is barely fitting into this whole childhood games category, but I'm gonna give it my vote anyway.
I'm gonna go pillow fight too because I like excuses to beat the shit out of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go Pillow Fight, but now that you got me thinking about it, it's like an
Now that
anarchy
you're
parable.
into the like,
Yeah, the capitalist overtones of it. Like, there's more of us than there are of them.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go red light, green light.
Red light, green light is a good one. But I'm gonna go with pillow fight.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, pillow fight for me as well.
That's fine.
All right, pillow fight knocks out red light, green light, 4-1. Marco Polo versus hide and go seek.
Marco Polo at a disadvantage because you got to be in a pool to play it.
You're right.
Yes.
And hide and go seek rules.
Yeah, hide and go seek is like the best game.
Hide and go seek, I would play today.
Yeah, I would play-
Right? If you, we got a couple
Yeah.
years back, we got a bunch of people to go to this old playground that we have over here near where we live, and they have like these old wooden castle like
What?
playground stuff.
What are you- oh,
That's
oh,
over-
oh, oh.
Yeah, and we got like 30 people to go play hide and go seek in the middle of the night, and then like it's just in this weird spot, and like eventually cops came and they were like, "You guys, can y'all come out here?" And he thought it was like 2 people and it ended up being like 30 people, and he was terrified. He let us go though, and we played a lot of hide and seek later. So this isn't I'm gonna put my vote in.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
have more to say about hide and seek, but I think it's gonna take this round, so I'm just gonna give it my vote.
I'm going hide and seek too. Again, Marco Polo, it has the disadvantage of you have to be in a pool, and pools are typically outside, and we all know how I feel about that. So, hide and go seek.
I wasn't even like a strong swimmer as a kid, but I think you guys are drastically underrating Marco Polo. Like, yeah, it has to be in a pool, but you get to be in a pool. Like,
yeah. Look,
I love a pool.
I like being in a pool, but hide and seek is a great game.
These two are close,
no question. I'm like,
it's a lot more fun to be the person that's hiding.
Yeah,
because then you're just like giggling the whole time. You're just like,
that's right. That's the best part.
Well, you don't have to move too if you're hiding.
Yeah, that's true.
I am gonna vote hide and go seek.
Yeah, same here, Greg.
Oh, there it
Sweet.
is.
All right, we got a hide and go sweep, 5-0. Whoa, nice. Hopscotch versus capture the flag.
Okay, so capture the flag I have to talk about because in high school going into college, I don't even remember what instigated this, but downtown Toledo, me and my friends, probably 20 people in total, like 24, I think, because we had team 12. We had actual like flags made up. Like I went to Home Depot, got red fabric and blue fabric and wooden dowels, and like made these flags to bring, and there were 3 of them on each side, and we played capture the flag in downtown Toledo at midnight on weekends.
I am all about this.
Yeah, it was pretty hype actually, and we ran like a league for 2 summers, so I have to go capture the flag.
Greg, I didn't know you were like that big into capture the flag, and now I'm even more hyped to live with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I if I can find the flags, I'll bring them.
I play this game with juvenile delinquents all the time at the
Capture the
school.
flag?
Yeah, we play capture the flag, and it's they love that shit. They love it, and so I think I'm also a capture the flag vote.
I, too, am a capture the flag vote because I really love games that are highly moddable, and capture the flag super, super, super is. And hopscotch is just kind of like, I mean, I guess you can just draw the squares differently, but other than that, there's not a lot of interest.
Whenever hopscotch was getting played around me, I just took the chalk and drew pictures on the sidewalk instead.
Which is
like,
a good
here's a
game
dragon breathing fire on the hopscotch board. So I'm capture the flag as well.
Same.
I didn't. Okay.
All right.
Sorry,
Let's
hopscotch.
capture the flag. Sweet, knocking out hopscotch 5-0. We're into the last one of round 1, where tag takes on freeze tag.
So the tag is very obviously tag you're it. I mean, and run around and try and not be it. Freeze tag is a variation thereof. But it's
Tag has an N.
It's the most popular variation, right?
Yeah, I would say
That or flashlight tag, which
almost got a spot on this list as well. So how do you play freeze tag?
So freeze tag has it where one person is it. So in both of these games, there's one person that's it. But in freeze tag, the difference is whoever you touch is frozen in place. And if you freeze everyone, you won. But the other players can run around and unfreeze anybody by touching. So the object is just basically not get everyone frozen, which is way more tactical based and fun around than one person's it, one person's it, one person's it. Like that doesn't do anything for them.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot more going on.
Do you start both? I think when I was a little kid, I think when we played tag, like you always kind of like have there's like a home base, right?
Yeah. Well, in regular tag, there's like a safe zone, but I think in freeze tag there wasn't. Like that's why I never played it because everyone's frozen if
I don't really know home base being a thing. How did that work?
I could have sworn that when I was a kid, there was a home base, and that's where like the person who was
like a safe zone
would
I remember that too.
Give everyone like a head start. That you would like count to like 10 or whatever. Everyone else would go like run, and then you run after them. Maybe I'm getting hide and seek confused with tag.
No, I mean I can see where there was a base. Hide and seek can have a base as well sometimes, but they're like capture the flag. They're moddable. Like you're allowed to make up things. Like I remember playing at my family reunion, we play freeze tag all the time, but there was no base ever. So you just basically, as if everyone's frozen, and then the freeze monster.
Seems like it'd be easier to cheat in just tag and not freeze tag. So I'm gonna vote tag.
I'm gonna vote tag because I just hated being frozen. Like I just that helplessness of just standing
it sounds
there.
annoying.
No, that's the challenge.
It sounds obnoxious to have to stand still.
That
When,
Well,
when you're a little kid
but
pumped up on
rescuing
sugar.
But then you feel like a hero. Yeah, you feel like
Yeah.
a hero when you're
Somebody that's
untagging people.
frozen? That's
I'm
so
a
funny.
freeze tag vote.
Yeah, I'm also a freeze tag.
I am also a freeze tag
Whoa.
vote.
Yeah,
Alright.
A narrow save.
freeze tag knocks out tag 3-2. We're into round 2 now. We have Duck Duck Goose versus Simon Says, Clap Games versus Jump Rope, Pillow Fight versus Hide and Go Seek, and Capture the Flag versus Freeze Tag. So, Duck Duck Goose versus Simon Says.
Huh.
I don't want to touch anybody's head. Y'all are gross. You are gross. Simon Says.
Cullen, Simon says
touch
touch
your
everyone's
head.
head. Yeah.
No. I can disobey.
Simon always says touch your head and do something weird with your hands. That's why I'm going Duck Duck Goose again.
Look, I'm willing to uprise and not listen to Simon as well.
Simon
So-
Says is like the precursor to like Truth or Dare.
Right.
Like you gotta. It's like it's all about. I feel like you.
It's the rule. You have
It's
to.
truth or dare.
I think Simon Says you're establishing like social skills that you need.
Or
Duck
like
Duck Goose is
social
just-
casts
touching
and
people's heads.
classes.
Yeah,
Duck
exactly.
Duck Goose is the social experiment called lice. It's gross.
It's fun to say Duck Duck Goose
It is
though.
pretty good.
It is.
I guess I'm a Simon Says vote. That's not a strong vote, but that's my vote.
Janelle?
Wow. I'm gonna go with Simon Says because I do like tricking people. Duck Duck Goose do trick people, but I like Simon Says. I like the authority.
It's definitely more built into Simon Says.
You can play
Yeah.
Simon anywhere.
Yeah,
Yep.
Is that 2-3?
I don't know.
Well, I went Duck Duck Goose.
Okay. Colin,
Okay.
did you went Duck Duck Goose?
I went.
No.
That was the first vote with Simon Says.
He doesn't like the lice. Remember?
Yeah, no touch.
So that's 4-1 then.
Taking a hard stance on lice.
Simon Says knocks out Duck Duck Goose 4-1.
Maybe. I wasn't keep track. Sorry. I got
We know
distracted.
it won. Clap Games versus Jump Rope.
Both of the I wasn't allowed to do either of these.
Oh, poor John. I want to go back in time and play these games with little John.
I asked for an easy bake oven for Christmas, and my dad said I couldn't have it.
That is
Oh.
bullshit.
That's,
Easy bake ovens were fantastic.
I had
John, you could be
David-
Dan McKinney right now in a gourmet chocolate shop. If you went for that.
Although I am going to be a Clap Games vote because there's like we said, there's like a secret society aspect to
There's
it.
also there's a Bob's Burgers episode based off of that.
Oh,
he goes-
cake.
Yeah, he goes to cake, and it's just a it's patty cake stuff, and that's what it is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think as much as I like that, I'm still gonna go Jump Rope. I think.
because it makes you feel like you're in like a training montage.
Well, yeah, like when I actively worked out, I have a jump rope, like, and I don't do it much anymore. But like it was miserable. But like when you're done, you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, let's do this.
That's not a childhood game at that point.
At that point, it's the grown-up game of being miserable.
I mean, I feel like in D&D stats, jump rope would be a dexterity type thing. Whereas
Oh, absolutely.
clap games
Yep.
would be intelligence.
no, that's
Uh,
charisma.
No.
Oh, how do you figure?
Totally dexterity too, because if you stop, you screw that up.
Yeah, but you have to have a friend that you're close enough with to play Clap Games with.
But
I
it's
agree.
memory
I
based.
don't.
Why can't it be? Well, if you're gonna
I
test
guess I'm
one or
going
the
clap
other.
game because it's apparently challenging multiple D&D aspects.
I too am going clap games because it's a long secret handshake and that's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Clap Games vote right here too.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Clap Games knock out Jump Rope 4-1. Pillow Fight versus Hide and Go Seek. This should be easy.
Imagine if you had hide and go seek, but when you got found, you got pummeled with pillows.
Yep. Surprise pillow.
I just put a toaster in a pillowcase.
No!
God,
No!
I would never do that.
that's battery color. You can get
Everybody
around.
knows that if you want to beat somebody with something in a pillowcase, you put oranges in the pillowcase because they
That's
don't
right.
leave big
No-
bruises.
No bruises. Isn't that what they said in that movie? Yeah. Oh.
It's
I'm a
hide
hide
and go
go-
seek, right? Is anybody voting pillow fight?
I'm going pillow fight because I don't like the anxiety levels of hide and go seek. When you're like when you're waiting in your hiding spot. No to that.
I like when I get really scared, I giggle. So that's
I've
my
seen it
thing.
happen.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like I like the idea of hiding in a cupboard because I'm only 5 feet tall, so I've hidden in cupboards for during hide and go seek. But it's my favorite part.
Janelle's
It's just like
recording in a cupboard right now.
just like giggling, just
Yeah,
It's
no,
my favorite.
I was really tall and fat as a kid, so hide and go seek was definitely not my strong suit.
Is that 4-1 then?
I think so.
I should probably be doing a better job of this.
She knocks out pillow fight 4-1. We got capture the flag versus freeze.
This is
tag.
really tough.
This is my final.
I'm obligated to go capture the flag. Capture the flag is like.
What if
the
you
thing is,
combine these?
what's that? If you combine them, I don't know.
That's the way that we play. We do combine it where there's a jail where the person will go if they're tagged. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we
then,
have that
and then
too.
the other team can go and rescue a person from the jail.
If someone on the other team can tag the jail, then everyone in the jail gets a free ride back to base.
Exactly. So it is kind of a combination of these. I mean, there is a version of it. But so I'm gonna go with capture the flag.
I'll tell you this: capture the flag makes for some heroic friggin' mounts, man.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm gonna go capture the flag. Again, the anxiety of freeze tag and being frozen there and waiting for someone to get you. I can't do it. No.
At least with capture the flag, if you did go to like a jail or something, you'd have like cellmates, I guess, to like hang out
Yeah,
with.
that's true.
Yeah, friendship.
You can play
I'm sorry.
games while you're there.
I'm gonna make it 4 votes for capture the flag.
I'm gonna make it 5.
Whoa!
Oh.
Sweep.
Much as I love freeze tag, yeah. Capture the flag sweeps out freeze tag.
I didn't think a
5-0.
tag would be out in round
Freeze tag
2.
should be here, but instead we've got Simon Says versus Clap Games and Hide and Seek versus Capture the Flag. So Simon
Wow.
Says versus Clap Games.
I think it's an easy clap games.
I agree. I'm down with clap games.
Yeah.
I was a Simon Says vote.
Really?
Yeah,
It's 'cause you
I am
wanted
too.
to.
I'd rather. I don't know. I like clap games. Just
I feel like with clap games you can like basically develop poetry. Simon says you can get pretty creative with.
What would you guys say is like the big clap? Because so when we first were talking about this topic before the show, I know it mostly like primarily as Miss Mary Mac.
Well,
Either
have
that
you
or
ever seen Slide? Slide is
Yeah.
like a big one.
Slide.
Yeah, I don't know Slide.
The Goo Goo Doll song?
Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly,
I don't know how
if
you
you guys
clap
really
that
want to
one
think
out.
about it, patty cake is probably.
Yeah, but patty cake's not.
But it is.
But that's kid stuff, man.
I understand.
Miss Mary Mac is where it's at. She's all dressed in black, and that's all I know because I wasn't allowed to play.
Buttons down her back.
Yeah.
There's that one where like you slap like onto the other side of yourself and you go around
Yeah.
a circle. What the frick one is that?
I don't
It's
remember.
so good. Oh no, there are some really good clap games out there. Just because we can't think of them right now doesn't mean that they don't exist.
The only ones that I actively remember is there was one where like it would almost say a cuss word and then it would go into like a different sentence or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
I think
Mary
that's
Mac
jump-
too.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
all right.
it's Mary Mac because it was gonna say ass, but it says something else instead.
And that's a delightful thing.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
They trick your
See-
teachers.
So is Cullen the only Simon Says vote?
No, because I am too. I
Okay.
I think you can get more creative. You can be like, Simon Says, everybody hit Joey. Like,
Not
or
Joey.
Open your
Poor
wallet.
Joey.
Yeah. Simon Says, give me your lunch money.
So Clap Games knocked out Simon Says 3-2. We got Hide and Go Seek versus Capture
This
the
is-
Flag.
how do we
This
choo-
is the final.
I know this is too big. How do we choose this?
I have to go capture the flag. I think that they're almost the opposite. Like capture the flag is absolutely this like wartime glory, like seizing the enemy base, making up strategies.
But when you're a
figuring
little
out...
kid, is that like? Do you go to that length as kids?
Oh, I think people do, absolutely. But hide and go seek is this very like slow burn, like you're right that you're waiting around.
the I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, you hear
Absolutely
like
it.
Colin running around going like, well, "Come on, guys, where are you?" And
Ollie oxen free.
the thing is, there's always like some worry in the back of your mind that wherever you are, you'll be stuck there forever, or no one will find you, and
Well,
this will be
that's-
how
so
you die.
That's the thing that I haven't brought up yet that I've been wondering since round 1. How many of us here were hiding and we were in such a good spot that everyone gave up and stopped playing and went inside, and we were left outside after the sun went
that's
down.
the saddest moment. So
I was
definitely
hiding in
catch
a
the
bush.
flag.
Or the
And-
most proud as far as
And
I'm
no one
concerned.
found me, and I waited out there for an hour, and I came back inside, and everyone was like, "Oh, we didn't know where you were. We already ate dinner."
They didn't even care where you were. That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
I'm going with capture the flag. It's much less emotionally scarring.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was
I
gonna
want
vote for
the
Hide.
pure- I like the pure fear factor. factor.
That's true.
Hide and go seek.
It feels like there's less stakes with capture the flag.
Yeah, like.
Oh no! Are you kidding?
Absolutely. No, John's right.
What's the worst thing that happens in capture the flag?
I'm just
They get
saying,
your flag?
you like streaking. Yes, absolutely. That is how it's played. If you have a flag in hand and you're just
Greg, have you ever played hide and go seek? Because if you get caught, you get killed.
Murdered.
You get flayed alive.
It's execution style.
Yeah.
Cullen has never played capture the flag. Then
No, I love both of these incredibly a lot, but it's hide and go seek. It's the fear factor to me.
I'm without question the capture flag.
Oh man, I think something already won, but I'm gonna.
I think it's 2-2.
I haven't voted yet either.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1-2 right now, but I think John is leaning hide and go seek.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like,
I think I'm gonna go hide and go seek.
Oh no!
is that's a win, isn't it?
No, it's 2-2.
Oh, it's tied.
It's you.
I have to make the
It's
decision.
you, yeah.
Oh boy,
Like I said, I think both of these are incredible.
people are gonna get mad at me no matter what.
No pressure.
I really think it's capture the flag. Like
That's-
I love hide and go
You
seek. Don't get me
really
wrong.
think that.
I think it's great, but capture the flag to me is just like there's so much to it, and it's a game you can keep playing forever.
I mean, I've had this dream for the last like 2 or 3 years to get a bunch of people together and go play like a big paintball game of capture the flag, because I always thought that would be awesome. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
boy, I'm trying to go back to little kid John. I'm trying to go back to that little soft baby brain and figure out which one.
You got that soft spot in your head.
But you don't have to go back that far because both of these games are games that you could play right now and have fun
It's
right
true.
now.
I would be psyched to play either one of these right now.
Yeah. Like both of them are really, really fun.
I need an answer.
I am gonna give it to capture the flag.
Yes!
That's the one. Eat it.
I just wants to stab me in the back. Every time I'm near him, he stabs me in the back.
Sorry.
Who cares? Capture the Flag knocks out hide and go seek 3-2. Well, we'll jump right into the bronze match with Simon Says versus hide and go seek.
It has to be hide and go
It
seek.
has to.
It has to
After
be
all that
honest.
build up, it's got to be hide and go seek, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is anyone voting Simon Says?
Nah.
Nah.
All right. Hide and go seek.
Simon Says get dunked in the toilet.
I don't even know how Simon Says made it that far.
Yeah.
That's true.
It kind of just got some lucky sweeps here.
I think that, yeah. So hide and go seek knocks out Simon Says 5-0. We're into the finals here. We've got clap games versus capture the flag. This is a
man.
no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. Stop it.
Cullen's looking right at me, and
He's almost slugging one. Good. It's capture the flag.
he's shooting me daggers through his
Yeah.
I feel like I want to vote clap games like out of spite for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
That's-
It's because it's
You know,
just
welcome to bracket, because that's what happens. By the end of it, somebody is always like, "I'm gonna vote out of spite."
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm voting clap games.
Greg, where you at, dog?
I had T-shirts made up. I have to be capture the flag.
There we go.
Oh, I'm clap games, dog.
Yeah.
It's tied up, John.
I know. No.
John, which of these is the best
John.
childhood game?
Think of having a really long
John,
secret handshake
next-
with everybody you know.
Yes.
Drive
We-
cross country with in 2 months.
Think about how cool it's gonna be when you get here and we play clap games together. Because I'm gonna show them all to you.
John, think about how wild it's gonna be when we're in like fucking
John, I
desert
will make you a
canyons.
paper fortune teller.
Wow, that's like
I can look that up on the
exciting.
internet now, Janelle. I can do that myself.
I'm a grown-up, Janelle.
I can make my own.
I'm a prophet, Janelle.
I can make my own fortune. You know what? I'm really, 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 really glad that both of these got this far. It means a lot to me. I'm seeing like both sides of the childhood John coin represented here in the final. And everyone who's here in the finals is a winner, but I'm giving the vote to capture the flag.
No.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
All right.
I understand, even though I don't like it.
Here's the thing, like clap games, like even though you could have multiple ones with different people, like it's basically 2 people in a clap game, right?
No. You can have like an enormous clap game.
I don't know about that.
How does
I've never
that
seen
work?
nothing like
yeah, I
that.
haven't seen
Oh god,
that.
I'm gonna find you some links after this episode. You're gonna be
I will
sorry.
put that in the show notes, everybody.
It means that capture the flag is the best childhood game, knocking out clap games 3-2. Third place is hide and go seek, and Simon Says is dirty toilet water.
Yep.
Twilight.
Send us a video of you flushing an electronic Simon Says down the toilet.
No, it's a robot. Don't do it.
No, do it.
He deserves to live.
Make sure it's actually beeping. It's got to have batteries in it. So yeah. So I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good outcome.
Yeah.
Eh.
That's usually how bracket goes. Is 3 people are like, yeah, I'm happy with that, and then everyone's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, Trin, I would like to thank you for coming on the show this week. Is there any way anybody can reach out to you? Got anything to throw out there?
Oh, sure. Yeah, and thank you for having me. This was absolutely delightful. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. So it's at Trin and Tonic, which is like gin and tonic, but with a TR. And then if you want to listen to the Friendshipping podcast, where we give friendship advice and talk about friendship, and it's just me and my friend Jen complimenting each other for like 20 minutes, it's friendshippingpodcast.com.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Super awesome. Yeah. So, yeah. But
Hold on,
as
can we
always,
keep saying that it's awesome from
it might be.
Okay.
It could be. It could be. You're awesome. You guys can find us at bracketpodcast.com, and as always at Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram as BracketCast. If you like, you can subscribe to us on iTunes or whatever favorite podcast client you use. Just search for Bracket. Leave us a review. Tell us what your favorite childhood game growing up is.
No reviews.
No, if you're going to leave a review on iTunes, don't review Bracket. Leave 5 stars, certainly, so that we climb up ranks.
But tell us how much you like these games.
Tell us a story about, like, your most violent, injuring childhood games.
That's too much work. Just copy and paste, like, a Yelp review for your favorite, like...
Perfect. Yep, just paste in a Yelp review for whatever your best Chinese restaurant is. Hey, Greg, sorry to interrupt, but it's Greg here with the Patreon update. Just wanted to let everybody know that Bracket is brought to you this week by Nick Driver, Dane Peterson, Jeff Criswell, Brandon, Lindsay, Checo, or Chico, I don't know, Mitch Albright, Will Kusleka, Kayla Smith, Anarchy Marie, GX Barnett, Brandon Cranford, and Michael Zavala. That's just a few of our lovely, lovely Patreon donors and subscribers and friends who I know that I can turn to in a moment of need and can come to me whenever they want, like, a funny joke or something. I don't even know what I'm good at. You just heard a little cat there. That's because I got a cat recently. I didn't use Patreon funds. I'm not going to say that that's an impossibility, that I would use Patreon funds for this cat, who is adorable. I'll put some pictures in the show notes. Go ahead and leave us a review. Okay, I don't have anything interesting to say here. Let's just close out the show. Okay, cool. Bye.
We see you fools next week.
Bye.
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 Doing a professional radio show on the internet.